everybody. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. They go again with Davis. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Well, they picked up the first down. But I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped. And I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Second down, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Powers through. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On third down, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Here's Davis now. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Wilson. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's one. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10. Here's Brady. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. A good pickup there, a 22. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Again, it's Lewis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Wilson snags it left side. A good pickup there, 22.
I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down, very proficient, and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, Brady looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And now running right through it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's second down.
Well, hey, that gives us a second here to sneak in the discussion about fantasy football players who won championships, giving back maybe to the players that helped them win that championship. So Todd Gurley has a great week, 15 and 16, and it started where people are actually donating money to Todd Gurley's charity, and over 10 grand has gone to his Shriners charity.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic concept, and wherever it came from, a lot of it is just in the spirit of helping others, you know? So, hey, I won my league. This player did this to help me. Let me donate to his charity of choice, help some others who can't help themselves. It did not hurt that this really sprang up around the holiday season. You know, that spirit of giving. And now a lot of players who help contribute to people winning championships, I think they'll see a little bit extra in their charity causes kitty when the whole thing is done.
Wilson now on third down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on first down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Remember, the Patriots did not have him last year when they won the Super Bowl. He was out for the playoffs, but he is healthy and ready to go this year. And
isn't that one of the more remarkable things that they won a Super Bowl without having that weapon in their lineup? Well, guess what? He was back this year. Big-time season, 69 catches, over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. His 5th All-Pro selection. Yeah, they're really happy to have him. They don't want to have to try and win a Super Bowl twice without Rob Gronkowski in the lineup, and it appears they will not have to.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Well, allow me, if you will, to take a look back to Wild Card Weekend. And one of the interesting stats that came out of that weekend is that we had 4 quarterbacks making their first playoff start. How about that?
How about that? And we're talking about Marcus Mariota at Tennessee, Jared Goff with the Rams, Tyrod Taylor, Buffalo, and Blake Bortles with Jacksonville. And since 2013, quarterbacks making their first playoff start, their debuts were 1-10 prior to this past weekend. Got 2 winners out of this one, though, and Mariota at Kansas City and Bortles at home against Buffalo.
They'll run with Davis. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Mike Davis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 46. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They try again with Lewis. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
They'll run now with Burkhead. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you? I
would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 39 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, by the way, totally switching gears. Did you see the Andy Dalton Buffalo Bills thing and how much money has been given to his charities since he had the winning pass that put the Bills in the playoffs?
How about the Bills fans? Now, number one, obviously appreciative of the pass Andy Dalton made on 4th and 12, right, to Tyler Boyd, and he goes the whole way, and they get to the playoffs. Number two, the Bills haven't been to the playoffs in 17 years. So I heard that a lot of fans donated in $17 increments to represent the 17 years. And last I heard, somewhere around $345,000 goes to Andy Dalton's charity, his foundation. So it's a win-win all the way around. And the best part was, this weekend in Jacksonville, I saw a picture of a Bills fan wearing a Bills jersey, number 14, with the name Dalton on the back of it. How about that?
Only bad news for the Bills fans, an early exit with a 10-3 defeat.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
New England on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like
like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Brady to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hogan. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This is Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So that pass hits the ground, and Charles gives me a chance to ask you about Wild Card Weekend. Interesting developments. What was the biggest surprise to you? Was it the Titans' victory?
I think you have to start there because they were 18 down in the 3rd quarter. And that doesn't happen very often. I think you can go back to, 4 times since 1933 or somewhere in that neighborhood that a team in the playoffs would come from that type of a deficit to win the game. And I thought Marcus Mariota was absolutely nails down the stretch. The second surprise to me, of course, not that Jacksonville won against Buffalo, but that Blake Bortles, their quarterback, had more rushing yards than passing yards in a playoff game, and they still managed to win it.
And held Buffalo to 3 points. Defense dominant. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 22-yard line. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Lewis fights him off. And some room to run now. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Brady. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now Davis. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Okay, CD, let's move to something different here real quick. Want to get your thoughts on New Orleans, Minnesota, that matchup in the playoffs this weekend.
I'm fired up about this one. In Minnesota, luckily there's a dome, so everyone will be warm. But the obvious is New Orleans offense, we know about it. Minnesota's defense, we know they're dominant. But flip it over, and both sides have strengths as well. You talk about New Orleans' defense has really played well throughout the year, and Minnesota's offense, led by Case Keenum, they put up big points. But here's the kicker to this. These two teams met in the season opener this year. Neither should watch the game film. In fact, I talked to Harrison Smith, the all-pro safety from Minnesota, and I said, hey, if you meet up with New Orleans again, he said, won't even bother with that film because they are no longer the team that we dominated in that opener.
Yeah, remember Adrian Peterson, Dalvin Cook, Sam Bradford all played in that opener, and they won't be a part of this game.
And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
first and 10. It's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run. This is Lewis. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And right side caught Hogan. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
After reviewing the play, the rule in the field is reversed.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Amendola catching it left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. As close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady again. Goes underneath here to White. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Here's Wilson on first down. Caught right side, Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Brady throwing on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Throwing on first down. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. On second down, here's Wilson.
this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Oh, bad Seattle memories on that sequence. Russell Wilson intercepted again by Malcolm Butler.
And let's face it, when we went into this game, were we not wondering, could that happen again? Would we have to talk about this? Would Malcolm Butler be able to pull it off? And he did.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady will try again on second down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing now is Brady. This is White on the screen. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes, to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
On second down, here's Brady. And this is caught by Allen for a New England touchdown. Dwayne Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start. On
second down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third and long. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And out now come the Seahawks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on second down. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Wilson to throw again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw again is Wilson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Wilson to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Brady and Amendola with a catch. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. The Patriots pick up the first down, Brady to Amendola.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Brady throwing on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Back to throw. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Now Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Back to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. 4 fourth-quarter comebacks a year ago for Russell. He's looking to get one here and off to a good start.
And because of his skill set, he naturally puts a defense back on its heels. They have a hard time rushing him fully because he can take off and run for big yardage.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Bennett. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Just about all